Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I watched Thor Ragnarok about last weekend with my friends, and it was incredible. It was awesome. Definitely the best movie out of that trilogy, and yeah, I don't want to give up too much. So, that being said, I'm going to share my acquisitions from this certain license, and so I've already opened them, but I picked up a bunch of Minimates from the movie, and so I picked up Gladiator, Thor, and Hela, and I already took them out, so I'm going to show you guys that in a couple of minutes. Really cool. Has the graphics of them on the sides. And then I also picked up, and I was really excited about this, was Gladiator Hulk and Valkyrie, who's amazingly hot, by the way, amazingly beautiful. Just followed her on Instagram. I had to. Anyways, here's Valkyrie. There's a graphic for her on the side, and then there's another graphic of Gladiator Hulk on the side as well. And then I also picked up a Walgreens exclusive Grandmaster and Scourge. I was really excited about Grandmaster, by the way, because he's played by Jeff Goldblum. And if you're not familiar with Jeff Goldblum, I mean, he is such an eccentric actor. Not even just actor, just person. And as far as mannerisms go, he's so eccentric. I mean, I don't really know how else to describe him. But I love him. I think I put him in the same pantheon within like Christopher Walken and who else? Willem Dafoe, as just really interesting people. So interesting that they have like a cult following, and I happen to be one of them. I really like him as an actor, and as a person, I think he's just really interesting. So I was really happy to get this. And I really like the design from it so far. And Scourge was awesome. He's played by Carl Urban. And you have the graphics on the sides. So I'm going to show you guys the loose figures first before I open this. And we're going to take a look at the Thor Ragnarok Minimates. Alright, so this is Hela. And this is from the Thor Ragnarok series, of course. She has her intricate headdress on. I don't know if it qualifies as a crown, but it also comes with an alternative headpiece, which is her hair. And that also looks cool, but not as cool as the headdress. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to place that on. And it's such a distinct headdress. It really is. I really like the green and black paint on it. I think it's a nice design. Really cool. She's played by Cate Blanchett, and when she first came on the screen, I didn't recognize her at all. And I was like, oh man, who is that? And I think it was just the costume, but I mean, Cate Blanchett's a really beautiful actress. But yeah, I mean, as soon as she gets on screen, I think she steals the show. Just as far as her presence, I think her presence really steals the show. But really cool Minimate. The cape is pretty solid. It doesn't move. Standard articulation, but really cool. All of the design elements are painted on. They're not molded, which is fine. It's really intricate, so it would have taken a much longer time to design that. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you guys is Valkyrie, and she had a really cool role in the movie. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's only the second weekend of the movie, but I really like the design elements on it. Most of the front design, or actually all of the front design, is it's painted on. The waist, I don't know what you call that, this thing right here, but whatever, maybe it's a sash, that's molded on. Of course that's not painted. And then on the back, her cape, that's molded on as well. It's nice. It's only one color, pretty stiff. You can't really articulate it, but it's a nice design element to have there. And on the face, if I could get that to focus, maybe not. Okay. On the face, it also has her designs as well. Really cool. And then she also comes with her own sword, and it had a really cool name. I forgot what that was, and I should have really researched it before I started making this video. But it's really cool. Let me just give me a second to place that on her so she can equip that, and it's really cool. It's a little bent because I've been trying to take it. I've been taking these figures wherever I go just because I've been looking for good places to take some excellent pictures, and so far I haven't found any good settings to take pictures. But there she is. She's pretty cool. Alright, so the next guy I want to show you guys is Gladiator Thor, and he looks really cool. I love the contrast of colors on him. I especially love the teal. I'm a big fan of teal. That's probably in my top 3 favorite colors. Random, random thing about me, but I like teal a lot. The cape is molded on, can't move, but there's just a really nice amalgamation of all these colors. It works really nice to create one uniform piece, and I really like it. I think this is overall my favorite Thor. And he also comes with a number of accessories, so you could actually take the helmet off, which I'm going to take off right there, and then put on his hairpiece, his Minimate toupee. Let me get that on there correctly. And that looks awesome as well. Not as cool as the helmet piece, but that's okay. So I'm going to take that off, because I do like the helmet piece overall. I like that the most. So I'm going to put that on there. And also, thinking about using this for a custom later on. Maybe if I could get my hands on some extra boxes. But he also comes with a couple of swords, and I'm putting that in his hands right now so I can show you guys. Right. So they also come in this teal color. It's a darker teal, but it's really nice. And I do love the design on his eyes. There's this nice hue of red paint that the fighters use for the gladiator scene. And it's a really cool figure. I'm really glad to add this to my collection. Overall, I think this is probably my favorite Thor Minimate in my collection. And that's saying a lot. I have almost 10 Thor Minimates in my collection, so this is already my favorite one. Oh, I forgot, there's also a design on his shoulder. You guys can see that. I don't know what that signifies. I don't know what that indicates, but it's there and it's cool. So then let me open the box of Grandmaster and Scourge, and yeah, so this is Thor. I almost forgot Gladiator Hulk, and I've got to say this definitely is my favorite mini-mate out of this whole collection. I don't have the full collection actually. I'm still missing Road-Worn Hero Thor and Civilian Loki, which I will probably pick up for the sake of collecting the whole series. And I'm also missing Heimdall, who's a Toys R Us exclusive, which I'll try to pick up in the near future. But overall, this is my favorite. This is my favorite out of the whole series. And just because I've been waiting for this whole series, I've been waiting for Gladiator Hulk for such a long time, ever since World War Hulk, which came out like several years ago. So I'm actually really happy to have this in my collection now. I'm not sure if like a comic book version of Gladiator Hulk came out, but it's cool to have this in my collection now. He's really cool. So he also comes with a number of accessories, and I'm gonna get into that before I get into like the design of him. So he comes with his hammer, which is also really cool, and he comes with an axe. And then he also comes with a different headpiece which is his hair, which also looks equally awesome to his, not equal, maybe less awesome than his Roman headpiece. But this is what he looks like with his accessories. He comes with an axe and a war hammer of some sort. It's actually bent because I'm, you know, as I said, I take these things around with me just so I could find like a great setting to take pictures for these guys. But really cool. I mean, he's catapulted into my top 3 favorite Minimates of all time. Immediately. I mean, I've been waiting for a World War Hulk for a long time. So, so I'm just gonna put his helmet back on, and we're gonna take a look at him. All right. So, it looks like they used the most effort on this particular Minimate, and that makes sense for this particular Minimate, because this one probably had the most potential for selling out, just because it's such a popular character. All of the design elements, well, most of them are molded on, and they're molded on and painted, and then the abs on him, those are painted on. So the anatomical, all the body elements are painted on, but all of the armor elements, they're molded on. Really cool. And then I really like this helmet. It really makes him stand out that much. Really cool. Yeah, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. This is probably top 5 for me. Definitely the best Hulk in my collection. And it's so well done. This one, it's really well done. Alright, so the final 2 that I want to show you guys in this video is the Grandmaster and Scourge Walgreens exclusive. And I've got to say, this is this is near and dear to my heart, definitely because Alright, so I'm sorry, I thought I lost his foot, and that's one of the things that happens when you're a Minimate collector, is you tend to lose pieces. Sometimes the hands and the feet just fall off, but that's okay. I found it. Alright, so I've got to say, this was probably, for me, one of the ones that I really wanted, just because it's Jeff Goldblum. And he was such an awesome character in the movie. I don't want to give up anything. You guys definitely have to watch the movie. But I really like the elements on this Minimate. I think it's awesome. I like the gold, the blue, the red. I think it's a really nice combination of colors. I think they really captured his facial expressions well, in a minimalistic way. I think they were able to capture his essence, and he was such a He was a lot of the comic relief in the movie. I think that's about all I'll give up. But yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Gotta have a Jeff Goldblum in your collection. The cape, or actually his robe, is of some hindrance to the articulation. I will say that. But if you're just displaying him, that gold is really nice. It's a really nice combination of colors. It really makes it pop. Really cool. Alright, so the final one that I want to get into is Scourge, and he played a pretty cool character in the movie as well. He was an Asgardian, of course, played by Carl Urban, and I've got to say, this is pretty close to the comic book version. I say all of the versions in the movie were very similar to the comic book versions, and that's what I really like about this movie as well, is that they played it really close, and I really like the aesthetic of him. I think he looked cool. They put a lot of effort into him in that his armor is a separate piece that you could pull off, and that's actually what I'm going to do. So take off his armor, and so underneath it's just a purple and blue, just a purple and blue canvas. And just looking at this, I might want to get another one just so I can make a Phantom Minimate. If you're not familiar with the Phantom, go check him out. He's such an awesome character. He was in he was in a lot of comic strips that I collected growing up, especially in the newspapers. I would cut him out and make my own comic books. But yeah, I think I'm going to pick up another one just so I can make my own custom Minimate. But he's a really cool figure. They put a lot of effort into that. The armor piece is a separate molded piece, so I'm surprised that they did put more effort into this guy, since he is, I don't want to say like not as important, but he didn't play, he wasn't one of the main characters, so hopefully that doesn't spoil anything. But yeah, really cool. So these are my Thor Minimates. Definitely check out the movie, and once I pick up the last 2 out of the collection, I'll share that video as well. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Go pick up some Minimates, and yeah, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye now.